What's up, y'all? This your boy King J, and I am back with another message, man. Yo, listen, man, without the T. Hey, it's 2025, you know what I'm saying? February, 15. Um, you know, I'm just gonna speak on just you as a person and how much time and effort you have to dedicate to learning you and being with you and finding out what you is or what you are. um, for the most part, going within is where you have to start. It's not going without. um, uh, Too many people are just running around being copies of others. Literally just running around being a copy of others, lost, not knowing who they are. So they go around playing multiple characters, shifting, you know what I'm saying, in these different characters, being other people. And they do that for so long that they don't know who they are anymore. They struggle trying to find out who they are, don't know who they are because they play in the same box of being like everybody else except for themselves. And it's a sad thing. Okay. Um, I know that I can't play ordinary if my entire being is extraordinary. Um, Especially how long I've stayed to myself and learn myself and pay attention to my thoughts, my emotions, my feelings, and my actions and the consequences of it. You know, because every action is a reaction. You know, I always look at the reaction and what it's trying to teach me and what's happening there. But you know, I don't allow anybody to think for me. I think for me. I think within. Um, but you know, during the years of my playing with the men's in the men's league, you know, from 15 all the way up to like 28, 29, um, I noticed that a lot of people have other people thinking for them, making decisions for them, helping them make decisions for themselves. It's like if anybody knows you better than you, you have an issue that you need to go and figure out why it is that someone else knows you better than you. The only people that should know you better than you will be your parents, um, and maybe anybody else that actually raised you. But that should only be done from 0 to 18 or 17. I would say 16. You should start figuring out who you are. But after that, those 2 years before getting to 20, you should pay a lot of attention to you to understand who you are. And before you get to another 2 years again, right? If you get to 22, you should understand what you are now. And then at 23, you should start walking your path, you know, a little bit. You ain't gotta be fully in it, but at least now you have a sense of it. And then as you age, you continue to develop more of you, of the sense of you, your being, and what you about, your likes and your don't like. everybody to think for them, to make decisions for them. Like, the final decision should be made by you. If you are paying much attention to your intuition, you won't have to be running around trying to go ask people questions. You don't trust yourself. That's the reason why you do that. Why you seek outside influences, or advices all the time. It's okay to go ask questions here and there, but don't make that a constant thing or dependent thing where you depend on somebody else's opinion to make any decision, major decision for yourself. I'm okay with listening to a person advise and then taking from that advice what works for me, with the guide of my intuition. That's what you should be working on doing. That's how you understand yourself, and you gotta spend a lot of time with you, to develop that skill. You have to make a lot of decision for you, so you can understand and trust your intuition. Because you can't do it when you have, like I said, everybody else doing it for you. You're a grown person. That's what they said. They said when you're 18, right? When you're 18 now, you're an adult. You can do a lot of different things. And then when you're 21, okay, that's it. It's on you now. That's why I broke down those numbers earlier. But a lot of you have other people thinking for you, being for you. It's like, you should know you better than anyone. Don't distract yourself so much with just trying to be in a crowd or fit in a crowd. Each of you are an individual, unique being. You are not in this body to mimic and copy and be something else that your soul isn't. So you have to spend a lot of time with yourself, and just help you out in so many ways in life. What's the next step to take? You'll be the reason why you. Another thing is your indecisiveness is from that. You don't know who you are. I'm still trying to find myself at what age you gonna keep doing that, using that excuse to find yourself, and not to be pushy on that. Some people learn faster and some people learn slower. That is absolutely fine, as long as you are heading in a direction that is north node, that is upward. You are better than yourself. You're growing and you are expanding your soul, your mind, um, uh, you know, and your thoughts, just your being. You're expanding, growing, evolving. You're not stagnant. You're not stuck in one spot, one energy, and just not even one energy. Because when I say that, it's just like no, because all I see is a bunch of copies, man. Most people you deal with, they're just like copying everybody else that is around them. They're never themselves. It's like you meet a person, you don't even know who the hell you're meeting, because they could be copying somebody they have dealt with. Most of the time, people they're sleeping with and people they're partying with, they just copy these people, and they sleep with a lot of people, so they copy a lot of people, or they deal with a lot of people, party with a lot of people. Be always out, because most everybody knows they're afraid to be with themselves, so they rather distract themselves with everything else. But anyways, I don't want to make this video long, man, but I see that a lot. You won't know what to do in your life, where to go with your life. If I've already give you guys the full places that you have to be stable in, and it's mentally, emotionally, financially, and physically. You have to be stable in those four areas. And the two important ones is the mental and emotions, because you create from that. That's where all your creation come from, the non-physical realm, not the physical realm. You don't create from the physical, you create from the non-physical. Everything is in thought forms first before it become matter. um, through the process of working it out and blah blah blah. Anyways, man, that's where it's at. So you know the blaming others for your life turning out how it's turning out is insane. It's like accountability is key. You know, holding yourself responsible is key. All these things we need to like understand. You're a grown person, and going around blaming everybody else but yourself is insane. It doesn't make any logical sense. You know, everything you do is co-creation, whatever you call, whether you are co-creating with the universe, God, the Most High, you know, or with other beings that you interact with, you know, and stuff like that. But you're always co-creating, you know, but you're always the final saying in that co-creation to manifest it and make it happen. You are. So stop blaming others, and not to blame you, but just look at you and be like, all right, what part did I play in all of that creation and stuff? All right, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm already 12 minutes in, but listen, man. To be your true self, you need to go within, like everything have said, written, books and everything. You have to spend a lot of time in solitude, not isolation. All right, don't isolate yourself from others and stuff like that, because some people don't know how to handle that. You know, because you go into depression, stress, and worry, and now you start looking at substances to once again escape yourself with alcohol, drugs, and whatever else, you know, that you people use. Sex too is part of the addiction that people will run to. Don't do that. But when you're in solitude, you need to make sure you are solid in solitude. You know, and you're more softer when you're around other people or being around other people. But that queen could flip. You know, especially the ones that want to act tough when they're around other people, but they know they're softy. It's like, but you don't understand yourself. You're tricking yourself. You're playing games with you, and the whole thing about this life thing is a big game that you need to understand how to navigate through. You know, definitely at a certain age, you know, you gotta stop repeating the same cycle. Some of your old people, you know, friends, family, exes, and all, they're gonna try to come back as the same person they were, okay, and pretend to be that they have changed, but they have done no work on that. They're repeating the same cycle with the same people or new people and just running that whole thing over and over, and I'm gonna come back. You don't have to be mean or anything to these individuals, but just cut them off and let them know that no, that's not necessary. None of that stuff need to do anything about. We don't need to reopen that door, that windows that you already see through the loophole of their souls. So you don't need to go and reopen that, you know. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back to spend time in solitude and listen to your intuition and trust your intuition. Make decisions from your intuition. That's how you develop trust with yourself, your higher self. Your intuition will guide you. Once you start making decisions on your own without thinking about who to go ask in your mind, and then you go get in touch with that person, you know, that's you giving the remote of your life to another person to control you. That's basically what you're doing when you continue to do that, you know. But spend more time with yourself, and then start with little things by making small decisions on your own. You know what I'm saying? And then you develop the trust, listening to your intuition, whatever it tells you to do, you go and you do that. Make sure it's within good standing, you know, and it will reflect a higher good, like whatever, for your higher self, not something evil you're looking to do. Evil just live spelled backwards, meaning you're doing everything backwards. It's like a reverse where it's like um, you just flip everything back, you know, like as above so below, same thing. You take the top and you flip it backwards, and then you try to live walking, you know, like your foot is your head and your head is your foot position. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that, because you'll be upside down in life all the time. That's where you feel stuck, like you feel you just keep repeating the same cycle because you're upside down in life. Your head is down, your feet is up. Your feet should be taking you places where the head already seen. Okay, that's what it should be. You shouldn't be walking on your head and then your feet is thinking for you. You are going with no intention. You just living life unintentionally, just doing things with what this new age called the flow, which is ridiculous. You should not be doing that. You should always do everything with clear intention, even if the vision is not clear, but at least you have a scope on the main thing that you're trying to accomplish, and it should be for a good reason, you know. And then you stay on the course for that thing and complete that thing. Completion is very important. You don't want to start nothing and then break that thing off, start another thing, break that thing off, then you're scattering yourself and you will get nothing done because you're not completing anything. I can't start running a mile and then halfway into the mile I stop. Okay, I'll complete this mile in a different day or a different time. No, my guy, my girl, complete that mile. Run it through. Finish it off. See yourself finish it off and then have a cool down. Don't start nothing and not finish it. First of all, you should see the end of that thing before you start it. That's how you complete a lot of things. See the end of it. Doesn't matter what work it takes, it's going to develop a very important, strong character, you know. So you do not want to make that a habit to starting stuff and not completing it. You know, when that becomes your character, your life will be exactly that. Unfinished business. That's what it's gonna be. And like who you gonna look at? A lot of people that have done that all throughout their lives blame other people. It's like you didn't complete anything. You especially the important things. You complete a lot of things that was instant gratification because it was easy, and everybody else is doing easy. That's why everybody else is stuck in the same easy and lazy spot in their lives because they're doing everything that everybody else is doing. You're not challenging yourself, so how can you grow when you don't challenge yourself? You don't compete to be the best. And I'm not saying compete more, it's like you competing with yourself. You know, you celebrate your win when you complete something, and then you look at yourself again and be like, all right, man, you did that. Well, let's get to the next level. And you look at yourself again, you compete with yourself to get to that next level. And when you get there, you celebrate. That's where I told you the mile, and then you cool down. That's what you do. You cool down. So you get there again. You know, you chill. Don't celebrate long because you're not staying at that level. You chill, you cool down, you relax, celebrate that a little bit, and then you look at it again. Reflection is key. You have to reflect on how far along you've come. And you look Cool, we got to that level. Let's create. Creation is an ongoing thing. It's not. There's no stopping to it. That's like you think the universe stop expanding, growing. You know what I'm saying? You think Mother Earth. I mean everything. Stop. They don't. It doesn't stop. It just keep growing. You're not supposed to stop in a spot. You gotta keep growing. Yeah, I'm 20 minutes in, man, but it was an open conversation, about just you knowing yourself, you know, study yourself, spend time with yourself, make time for yourself, do things with yourself. Don't be so reliable on or dependable on other people so much, because you're gonna be trapped, lost, and just constantly seeking outside influences. You don't really get far by doing such thing. Um, um, One of the reasons too, I wanted to say that it's like the reason why I don't really use a lot of vocabulary, like um, 3, 4, 5 syllables words, because my message I'm trying to get it across to everyone to fully understand it. I don't want nobody researching what words I'm using to, because I see a lot of speakers that would do such things because they want to sound so intelligent. They want to sound so educated. But you know what wisdom do with that? Say to you when you're doing such thing, it's like wisdom says, yeah, you can reach a small group of people by doing it that way, but you can reach larger group of people by simplifying that. You ain't gotta say that and then have a bunch of people come watch the video, and most of the people that are not educated, that can sit down and listen to a guy or a woman talking, speaking, all these things, and I can use, even if I don't understand that word, I'm educated enough to understand that there are words around that word that whoever that individual is using that define that word, and I can use that. But that's me in my understanding of it, and then if I can't do it, then I'll look it up or something. But for the most part, every word that is being used, there are words around it that helps define that word. But I don't want to use, just big words to sound all, you know, that's not the best way to do it. It's not things that I want to get involved, speaking like that, sounding all robotic. Like I could tap into that, I could start talking like that, but I don't feel like it'll reach people like I wanted to reach people. So I keep it simple and use simple words. Every words you speak is casting spells anyway. So I don't want to, be using, um, you know, words that really don't really get the message across like it's supposed to. So that's why I just keep it simple. I talk simple, very, very simple. I do not try to complicate nothing, because I want the message to come across and go across clearly as possible. I read books, I listen to audios, I do all that, and there's a bunch of vocab that I could use to add to my arsenal to use, but I don't feel the need to do that at all. To get my message across, I keep it simple, very, very simple. Anyways, 24 minutes in. This is a long video. I was just trying to get that across, man. And I'm just trying to help people find themselves, man. I'm gonna do another video speaking about, because all this plays a huge part in how successful you become in life. If you know yourself, you have a sense of direction. You have to know you first to know what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. And in order to know you, you have to listen to your intuition, listen to your inner voice, your inner guardians, because your true soul purpose will be found and given to you once you go within, and trust your intuition. Your intuition got to be your best friend. Your everything. That's how you'll be able to get on your path and stay on your path and complete and accomplish a lot in life if you just listen to your intuition. Alright, man, it's February 15, 2025, and this your boy King J, and listen without the T. I have a lot going on, a lot coming up, you know what I'm saying? People gotta get ready, because, during the whole process of accomplishing the goals and the things that I wanted to accomplish, it changed me for the better too, because I became a better version of myself all over again. It's a continuous evolution, ascension. It doesn't stop, so you just keep growing. But I'm pushing the boundaries. I'm creating a lot. I'm thinking, I'm inventing whatever, I don't want to say inventing, but, I'm creating a new reality for myself. And I couldn't do that being the same guy I was last year. Well, not last year, because last year this is all part of it, but, let's say February of last year, or I would say 2023, man. Mid 2023, could not have been the same guy that I was then to accomplish what I've accomplished now. I have changed my thinking, my movement, my acting, my behavior, my character. I've built better character. I've become better in so many ways than I was back then. Doing that whole thing, man. Anyways, man, I love it, and I'm in a better space, man, and looking to do bigger and better things each and every year. Every year, I'm gonna celebrate the time and everything, but I'm coming out, stronger than ever. Alright, we enough said. I'm 28 minutes in, and it's a beautiful day out, and y'all go ahead and enjoy yourself, man. This your boy King J, and once again, I'm out. Get to know yourself. In order to trust your intuition, you have to listen to it a lot, and you have to do what it says little by little, and then in due time you will come to trust it more to make major decisions, and I'm gonna show y'all what enough no looks like. Peace out.